Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here and welcome to today's live stream. Hope everyone's doing very well and you guys have had a good week so far. It's Thursday, which means technically we're on the countdown to the weekend, I guess. I mean, doesn't make a difference to me. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. We've got another community goal to take part in today. Just to let you know, last week's community goal, I did one run, only did 187 tons, I think it was, and I finished in the top 75%, so I did get the reward, which is quite nice. Plus 8 million credits, which is always good for a little bit of running around back and forth. So that's good, we like that. Just realised how full the beard's looking and how good the mullet's coming in. Look at that. People wish their mullet was as good as mine. I really need a haircut. I'm putting it off because my flat's so cold. I can't bring myself to stand there and go out my head with clippers. But anyway, today's community goal is between. It's a war, pretty close to our home system Hiller, which is where we're currently parked up at the moment. I'm going to be taking the lucky lady out for a bit of a war cruise. We're going to be supporting Jupiter Rochester, as he has had a very interesting series of events that have occurred that I feel like we should be involved in, as we have a reasonably vested interest as people nearby. Blimey, that's loud. So yeah, we're going to have a quick look at Galnet first of all, and we'll have a little bit of chat about it. So, the takeover of Lake on Spaceways was declared illegal. This happened yesterday, which I don't really feel like I agree with it. It seems pretty genuine to me. So an inquiry has by the Independent Commission for Marketing Equality, you can call them ICME for short, stated that former core dynamic CEO Jupiter Rochester exerted unduly influence on Laken shareholders, including bribery and blackmail. Interesting. So apparently the rest of it was a paid hostile takeover. So it may not be legal, but it's happened. So I think that's kind of an interesting one. So that leads us on to a conflict. So apparently, Jupiter Division ships have engaged in battle with rival federal forces in the HIP 54530 system. Loyalists to former core dynamic CEO Jupiter Rochester have built their own breakaway faction in HIP 54530. The FIA? Federal someone? Anyway, suspects. Intelligence agency? Yeah, why not? Suspects the Jupiter Division agents first infiltrated the system, or the HIP 54530. Really rolls off the tongue, that, doesn't it? Universal Group years ago, and permit locked the system to conceal their efforts to overtake from within. They've kind of already taken. They've already taken over, haven't they? So, I don't know. Self-appointed Supreme Executive Rochester declared. The Federation... Oh, hang on. Declared... The Federation is choking to death on its outdated bureaucracy. Only corporate rule can save it. But first, the galactic community must protect my followers so I can establish a permanent base of operations. I'm not 100% sure that that's good. It sounds like he's becoming a dictator, which the Ploid approves. I'm thinking we can back each other up a little bit. I'm hoping, we'll be like best buds because we're just 50 light years apart. Be like, hello, fella. And he's like, hello. And I'm like, yay, give me some free ships. Are you guys designing new ships yet? You designing new ships? That'd be cool. Or we get a new ship maker. Oh, imagine if we get a new ship maker from it. So that's kind of why we have to go with it. We have to, I feel like we have to defend it. But Director Theodore Sullivan of the Silver Legal Group, it just sounds like a bailiffs, doesn't it? Saying we will not tolerate these criminals illegally controlling the system. Once victory is won, the Federation will be able to bring Rochester to justice. Never going to happen. Not going to happen. So apparently you're not going to be able to jump carriers in there, which is good. And all that kind of stuff. So should be alright. But yeah, good afternoon everyone who's joined, and you guys are all coming in. Hello, how you doing? Are you speak to you like my kitten? I'm really sorry. Hey buddy, how you doing? But right, I'm hoping that we get a new shipbuilder out of this one. Really, personally, that is my hope. I don't think we will. But yeah, we're gonna go and head over to. See, Chris, you say Lakon is bad, but Core Dynamics isn't. Oh, Alan, I don't know. I am not the man to ask. I don't really pay attention to this kind of stuff. I don't have a clue. But there you go. We're definitely going to be supporting, say, the people that we like and be beneficial to us. Oh, let's move this a bit. What are we doing? Why is that bumping into me? And it never bumps into me. There we go. All that I have to do. Right now we've got everything we need. We've got no fighter pilot. Yeah, Core Dynamics. Yeah, Core Dynamics are good, but Lakon's crap. So that we don't want to support the feds really in this one, because this guy took over Core Dynamics and then went and did his thing. I like his style. I like Rochester's style. He's my kind of guy. I feel like he's my kind of guy. You want Lakon Dynamics? Don't you want Core Spaceways? Core Spaceways? Frameshift drive charging. But yeah, I'm hopefully it should be. It should be interesting anyway. I'm going to be taking part in private group because I don't really want to spend my day fighting people and being stream sniped just because it's annoying. So I'm not going to be doing that today. Core Dynamic Spaceways. Lakon Dynamic Spaceways? I don't know. But yeah, we're rocking the Lucky Lady configuration with 2 plasmas. That's the plan. Tragic Blue, I don't know. I mean, we're into the lead up now to Odyssey launch, really. So I think anything's on the table. I would like new ships. With a completely new design ethos would be lovely. That would work for me. Yeah, good. Drinking Dr. Pepper 0 today. It's all good. But yeah, because actually it's a good point talking about the gecko, Sarjo, because we've had the space. The space birds, we've had the space snakes, we've had the space tanks, and we've had the types, haven't we? So how about we have some other stuff going on? What we got? Prora, calling invite. Yeah, right. Let's go and see, because Victory's Forge is the right one to go to. But we're going to actually pick up the CG at Northrop Enterprise. See, Brian, what I want, I always say this, every time we talk about new ships, I come round to the same thing. I want hybrid Guardian ships. Fighters are cool, but actual ships. They probably don't, Chris, because it's not lore friendly. I think it's more of that. Sanjo. Oh, interesting. Interesting. But yeah, we're gonna so we're just gonna head here because it's not a bad spot to dock and make sure we're fully fueled up because we have got plasma accelerators. So it should be an acceptable idea. But yeah, I'm feeling like we should really be defending Rochester, just because it could have the more interesting result. And that's very much what I mean. When it comes to these things where you've got obvious storyline decisions to be made, it has to be there has to be like a decision to be made where you pick the better option, one that sounds like it's going to be good. Lino Polino, what do I think about the Odyssey DLC? I'm looking forward to it being released. That is my main answer. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it, testing it out, seeing what happens. Picard, hello, how you doing? I'm assuming that the megaship doesn't have any missions, so a new ship called the Gorilla. I don't know, Chris. I feel like typically ape-based things are more human-sized. So, like, I know mech suits exist in the Elite Dangerous universe. So maybe maybe something like that would be cool, like for Odyssey. Hey, Grey Talon, how you doing? So good evening, good afternoon. Wait, it's 3 o'clock in the morning for you, isn't it? So Northrop Enterprise Jupiter Division, that's who we are helping out. Oh, see, why do I keep bumping this? Sorry. Oh, crap. Oh. I covered that remarkably well. We're on pad 32, aren't we? I don't know why I keep bumping into this. I don't normally. Oh, 2 AM, but it is dark outside. What did you expect it to be? 2 AM. Oh god, Alan, the Gorilla Glue. Okay, yeah. So, because I'm a normal human being and I exist and I go on the internet, I've heard about the woman who ran out of hairspray and decided to use Gorilla Glue in a spray can on her head. And after a month of it not washing out, nothing happening, she finally decided to go and seek medical help about it. And there are some people I have sympathy for, and some people I don't. I have no sympathy. None. Oh, there are 0 missions here whatsoever. That's a surprise. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. But yeah, waited a month before going to get medical help. And she tweeted about it and she put it on social media. And this is quite great. Is that she's done that, obviously got medical help. And it didn't work. But she put it on social media, right, I'm trying to remember where I was going there. And a fake Gorilla Glue account was then tweeting her, telling her to use rubbing alcohol to get rid of it, and they were just proper trolling. And then the genuine Gorilla Glue account had to come in and go, guys, that really isn't us, so don't do that, please. Like, you need to not do that. Also, I haven't picked up the CG, which I was meant to do, so I'm going to turn around and go back in because I'm so carried away talking about this idiot. So yeah, that happened, which I think is brilliant. I think it's absolutely outstanding that happened, and that now she is attempting to sue Gorilla Glue because on their can it says keep off skin and hair, skin and clothes and away from your eyes, but doesn't say anything about hair, which is totally ridiculous. It's like I would be happy to be the judge that took that case in court. It'd be brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Windy, probably just Tide Pods, mate. Wait, where's my pad? It says behind me. Is it behind me? But there is no pad behind me. What pad are we supposed to be on? What's going on here? Is that 10? Is it pad 10? That looks like pad 10. I can't tell because of the yeah. Okay, so it's not pointing at the right pad. That's cool. Anyway, right. So I'll concentrate on flying in a second. But yeah, I think it's absolutely outstanding. But yeah, she still has the hair because it's glued to her scalp, so she can't like cut it off. Can't do it. Yeah, Prorogue, seriously, man, that's my lifetime problem. There was one. So, Stephen, I can imagine it, and I think it's outstanding that someone like having the balls the size of Britain to go and do that. Brilliant. Outstanding. Like, absolutely outstanding. I'm signing up for both CGs so I can keep track on them and be able to read them. Attack Stig, we're talking about the woman who used Gorilla Glue instead of hairspray. Hello Matthew, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing alright today. But I love it. You just get rid of it straight away and you'd be gone. Ian, no, I haven't. I don't know if it's my type of thing. But Everspace being a little bit arcadey had that kind of feel to it. So I haven't really been that interested in it. I've been playing a lot of Conan Exiles again, which is quite good fun. So, yeah, GT, I guess you're right. It technically isn't on the tin that you shouldn't be using Gorilla Glue as lubricant, but you'd like to think people would be smart enough to know that glue isn't a lubricant. Suddenly, it's American Pie 2 all over again, isn't it? It's like, oh no. Okay, so we are heading over to the high intensity conflict zone, and we're going to start going pew 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 and shooting some people. And we'll get ourselves involved. I'm on the way, Prorogue, not to worry. But yeah, I've just not really fancied it. So, but yeah, I've been playing a lot of Conan Exiles, which has been quite good fun over the last couple of days. Joined a server and immediately got raided off of it in a day, which is really annoying. I hate that stuff. Like, it's just frustrating because you spend a lot of time getting set up and you do all these beginner things to get everything up and running. Then you get raided and then you're like, great, cool, wonderful. Now what? So start again on another server. But yeah, Chickens is right, we will go back. And we'll get back to we're going to go back, raid them, and I'm going to harvest their corpses and eat the flesh. Bit much, isn't it? We're going to do it though. Gislason, hello, how you doing? From Venezuela, very nice. I say very nice. Is it nice? I assume it's nice. Stephen, yeah, it is. Sickwit, I'm not going to. I already know about it. I've read it, so I don't need to listen to it again, really. There is an update on that. Is that apparently the slavers themselves have been banned to solo mode and have had their fleet carriers taken away. Which actually reminds me, so because of the kind of guy that I am, I put... Well, no, it hasn't. It's still right bloody there. It's still in the system. So they haven't had their fleet carriers taken away at all. It's right there. So they haven't. That they were supposed to have done. Right, so what happened was, right, and also, hey Minnie, how you doing? What happened was, it's a long story, but basically, they took on a bunch of people under the guise of saying, we are friendly, and we want to come and teach you how to do mining, teach the game, learn some stuff, come to our fleet carrier, got them all kitted out, and gave them ships that only did 2 light year jump range, because you don't need that, because you're just selling on a carrier, it's fine. And then what they did, Brian, if decommissioned they do, but I don't know if they've been taken away. And Alex, I just looked in the system map and it was there. But yeah, so you that's what they did. They encouraged you to play. So they took them 800 light years away to a different system, and then whilst they were there, they basically got them to mine and sell stuff at their fleet carrier. And whilst they were doing that and having that done, that people were trapped and they couldn't leave because they were so far away. And that's the idea, is that they, oh look, haha, we've trapped people, they're out there, and we're getting all these stuff sold to us, like void opals, buying for like 100,000, and that's it. So they can then jump back, sell it, and make loads of money, which is all cool and fine. And actually, you know what? I appreciate the ingenious kind of side of it. What I do have an issue with is that it's that they were getting people to join their Discord, which turned out to be have some highly offensive terms in. Which is not really suitable, like really, really unpleasant. Like really kind of like unpleasant stuff in there. So apparently that was the problem. And then Frontier obviously found out, and it sounds like what they've done is they have banned them to solo, and they are supposed to have taken away their fleet carriers. And I don't know if it's the case of they've taken away access, or what they have done. No, right, Future Division. Let's bust some people up.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Oh look. Oh yeah, Federal Navy, nice. That means have some people to blow up. Have some. Oh, behave. Hold still. Hold still. So this is 43k for that one. How much did we actually get? 353. Very nice indeed. But yeah, we're gonna we're rocking the vet with the 2 huge plasmas, which is always fun. Stephen, will it? No, it won't. That isn't something that'll happen. But yeah, so interesting things happened with the slavers, I guess. Do I think it's appropriate they got banned? Don't know. Were any terms of service broken? Only they know, because they would have been contacted and told which ones. It could be classed as harassment, I guess. but I don't know. I do not know.
Keep going, Commander.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
But yeah, I can't believe there was 0 missions, like none at all whatsoever, at the stations. Yeah, but it's that kind of scamming, proroc, yeah, harassment, scamming, all that kind of stuff. Hey Colin, how you doing? I'm doing alright, mate. Doing okay? Brian, yeah, it's going to be, I mean, staying in the top 75% is normally quite easy, because it's top 75% of players, so... yeah, exactly that, Stephen. It's, only thing is that if it happened on Discord, like, I always think it's... You've got to draw the line somewhere. And if you have something in which you can pin someone on from, you know, from a legal point of view, because they are appealing it, of what I heard, it's, if they have a leg to stand on, they have a leg to stand on, but I don't think the appealing is going to be listened to at all.
Nice work, Ace. I'm starting to think we could win this thing.
I don't think I would. I don't think they do, Stephen. I don't think they have that in there.
Target destroyed.
At least because it was, they called it something else, didn't they? Because they had a like of someone's favourite tank division from the Second World War. But yes. Anyway. Chris, yeah, that isn't true. You can't blame them for taking action because it's bad press. The fact that a journalist got involved and put stuff out there, I think it's it's something they had to do, you know. Gislason, have a little question about the Alliance faction or superpower in the game. Why do they have ranks? Okay, they don't have ranks because, lore-wise, the Alliance is actually just a collection of independent pilots, independent factions, truth be told. They're not really an organised superpower in the same way as the Federation. Yeah, Chris, it is a game, but it's also their business. So if they're not seen to take action about something that can potentially give them a negative reputation, like them not looking after their players or that type of thing, it can have a negative effect on their business. So that's the important. That's why it's something that has to be done. It's like that's more importantly is that yeah, sure, you can say it's a game, but your time that you put into it isn't a game. Leisure time put into a game is really valuable. Like that's one of the reasons why some people dislike gankers so much or PvPers is because it's like, oh, you know, you wasted all my time getting this exploration data, got blown up, and so on. And, you know. Harbinger, that's a bit strong, isn't it?
You're on a roll, Commander.
It's a bit strong. He just wanted a slice of the pie. But yeah, Frontier has their reputation to look out for, so you can't blame them for doing something at all. They haven't completely banned them, so they still have the ability to play the game, ish. Boop. Say ish. But yeah. Juan Pierre, yeah. Apparently they were allegedly. And I say allegedly because I haven't seen it with my own eyes, so I don't know for certain. And that should very much be everyone else's attitude towards it, is that it's alleged. unless screenshots have been provided and all that kind of stuff. Fully packed mini, fully packed. Got a full wing of the squadron on today, which is quite cool, quite nice. I feel like it's been a while since we've had a full squadron,
Target destroyed.
full wing full of squadron people. Oh, Alan, that one. He got banned. He was issued a permanent ban. It kind of didn't serve his purpose very well, I guess. But that said, there have been other people that have been
Under attack.
been banned as well for using the same program to cheat with.
Target destroyed.
Harbinger. There are some I believe do things good, and others, however, shady. But Rochester's only looking out for himself. Yeah, but the problem is that my faction is a dictatorship, and I am the dictator, so I'm okay for it. Yeah, so the plasma I've got are efficient plasma slugs. That's what we got. Which is very nice. Yeah, I mean, I like his stance on the Federation. I like that he dislikes them. And says that they're so bogged down in bureaucratic mess. And I'm like, yeah, actually, we... As a faction, our faction description... bonk, ties in with that really nicely. So it's why we would do for a good one. Race
Great job, Commander.
heat is my issue, so I need to be careful. The lasers are all gimbal burst lasers, which are efficient and oversized. But yeah, so our description, because it's important that we have a look at it. So we say, here we go. Home of the deployed, disillusioned with the ideologies of the Federation and Empire, believing the Alliance to be entirely incompetent, a small group of independent pilots banded together in an effort to bring stability back to their system. We now have multiple systems, and it's all good. So, for us, it kind of ties in. So, I mean, plus he's the newest dictator on the block. So, why not get him in? We'll invite him in and we'll be like, hey bro, come on, welcome to the club. And you know, we're all good friends here. Come on in to the dictatorship club. Here's a drink. We also have some canapes by the bar. Come on in. And then when the time comes, just gonna stab him in the back.
Drive charging.
Of course.
4, 3, 2,
It'd be great.
engage.
That's the plan. That's my plan. Okay, so we have a situation here where I think if we go to the medium and we bounce between the medium and the high, we should be on the best bet for that. Alan, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Crusher, no, I don't need long range with thermal vent because of it. So it's all good. I don't want a long range thermal vent because what I've got is something where I don't have to sacrifice damage now. I do have some thermal vent beams, smalls kicking around, but what I've got works fine, so it's okay. Plus, it's a bit of practice for time on target. Yeah, no fall off, but the way I fly, I don't really have to worry about range. If in doubt, ram them. See, Harbinger, we have different interests. See, you're part of a dictatorship. I am the dictator. That's the difference. I'm all about say welcoming in and doing that one. Lee, oh, my COVID vaccination, right? So, I feel fine now. The day after, I had a bit of a sore arm, and I was really tired, and that was it. So, Colin, I can't talk about that, I'm afraid. You have to ask the chefs. I don't know about that. Couldn't tell you. I just run the place. I'm not in charge of catering. Oh, Rob, they can have a word if they want. As long as that word is a wobble. It's all good. So Matthew's saying you've just unlocked Imperial Hammers and have Prismatics and Packhounds. What next? Pacifier frags are good. Advanced plasma accelerators are well up on my list of things that everyone should have. See, I don't know. I don't know if they would, because they are against, like, he's against the Federation. Like, he is federal, so it's kind of like he wants to try and take over the Federation. It's that kind of feel to it. So he's trying really hard. You know, and I appreciate a chancer. So I know it's we'll see. Nolan, I don't even know who that is. Admiral General Aladdin. Wait, hang on. Is that from The Dictator? As in the Sacha Baron Cohen movie? Because I've not seen it. I've not even watched the Borat movie, like the original one, so I was like, wait a minute.
Target destroyed.
Nice work, Ace. I'm starting to think we could win this thing.
So yeah, sorry.
Stay alert.
I don't have much in the way of to add. Sorry.
Good shooting, Commander.
But anyway, deployed as a dictator, believes himself to be a god. That's kind of the he doesn't believe himself to be a god as such. He knows exactly who he is. But it's his believers do.
Keep going, Commander.
His believers think that he is, and worship him as such. And the kind of the joke is, the running joke is that he is almost held prisoner by them because of it. Basically, on Xerxes, I do like gold. I mean, the thing is, Xerxes in 300, he was just a normal bloke, and then he went off and he did the thing and ended up giant.
I can feel it. Keep
So,
under pressure.
Another one down. Keep going, Commander.
Target shield is offline.
but yeah, I do need a gold fleet carrier paint job, you're correctly. As for how Alfred's doing, Colin, Alfred is doing okay. He's sleeping on the bed at the moment. We like that. He has decided to not mess everything up in the stream, so he's decided to kind of leave my camera alone, leave my lighting alone, and all that. So that's good. So yeah, Alfred's being kind of calm, but he has spent the entire day, the entire morning, pestering my wife, who's trying to work from home, by like jumping up on her desk, standing in the way of the screen, just going behind the screen, messing stuff up. So you know.
Commander, you really made a difference.
Be nice to get this guy before he runs away. Don't know if we're gonna. Honestly, yeah, Alfred's the only one I have to worry about. Alan, you've been pimping out my kitten to try and pick up a girl off your university course? What are you going to do? You say, hey, why don't you come back to mine and see my black kitten? And she gets there, and it's not a kitten, and it's not black. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do? You can't... She's going to know. She's going to know at that point that you've been... Okay, so, right, okay, she knows it's not your cat, right?
Frameshift drive charging.
So I can't believe it.
4.
Using the next
Engage.
War Panther. Obviously Clive was Battle Cat, but we'll go for War Panther. Matthew, now he hasn't popped up, he's asleep at the moment, and I'm just going to leave him that way, because after last time he attacked everything. Brian, I don't think it was a pervert, was he? He was using his assistant's laptop, and she had the kitten filter on. But yeah, I'm not in a place where I would be upgrading my PC anytime soon at all. I don't need to. Everything would be an absolute luxury, and I'm like, nah, no, it's all good. Yeah, last time he was awful. You're right. Oh. It's going to fly straight past this conflict zone, apparently. Just doing a recon loop, letting people catch up. Toddler, hello, how you doing? Does this guy know that I have just been fighting for his boss? I've literally just been fighting for his boss. And now he's making me fight interdiction. What a total tool. Get him sacked. From one dictator to another, I'll get him sacked. Right, background. High intensity conflict zone. I mean, I only did upgrades just over a year ago, so it's all good for me. The 3900X isn't going out of date anytime soon, that's for sure, as a processor, and nor is it the 2080 Super. It's still very capable. Okay, off we go.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Sarjo, they're clueless. Absolutely clueless. Is what they are. Like, do they not know who I am? Clueless is what they are. Good news is the acting like a dictator only stops in computer games. So.
We have an allied correspondent in the area. Protect them while they get the info they need. A propaganda vessel just dropped in. We don't want them spreading disinformation.
Oh, a propaganda vessel. Can't have that.
Trajectory disruption.
Who am I being shot by, I wonder? Yeah, Lee, that is a fair point. I almost feel like it should be built in. Now, what I will say is the BGS involved in this particular storyline and conflict has been God-handed like you wouldn't believe. Which isn't the first time it's happened in Elite, but these two factions that are in here and that are facing off against each other shouldn't be in conflict based on BGS rules that are in place. So it's very much they've just been picked to then fight each other.
Good shooting, Commander.
So that's a fun one. Looking at it, it's like, that shouldn't have happened, because the Jupiter division are currently at 46%. I think 46, 44%, and then the other group, the legal team, the Silver Legal Group, are actually only at 3%. So yeah, a sprinkling of BGS magic on that. And it's happened before as well. The Frontier have done that, and it happened with a player faction. It's like, ooh. Brian, they never got paid in the first place, so it's fine. Still plenty to do. So Powdered Aura. My setup is a nice one. It's very simple, very clean. Max out shields, strong weapons, built for up close fighting really. Ideally you ram and shoot. Wrench for the Anaconda or Corvette for PvE? Corvette. By far. You will get more time on target with the Corvette. The handle's nicer. Sure, it doesn't jump as far, but and honestly as well, they use all the same size components. So once you've engineered one, you can just buy the shell for the other and swap things back and forth. It works. Yeah, the two huge hardpoints are beautiful. It just makes for a really nicely... Oh, too late. I thought I'd get a hit on that one. Yeah, it just gives a very nice aesthetic. I'm a fan. Plus it's faster. Yeah, if I can hit with the plasmas, it does a great amount of damage. Rick Murray, hello, how you doing? What a time. Let me just charge my frameshift drive. You're at 5%, bro. No, I can make it. Proceeds to not make it. Yeah, huge beams are also really nice. I normally use them for conflict zones, but with so many people, you can guarantee you've got at least 2 people with Healy beams, so you can kind of feel like, we're good. I don't need to worry about it. So Doomed. So, the thing with the Anaconda is that the hard points in total will give you better DPS, yes, but the Corvette handles better, so normally affords you better time on target. So it really is a bit of a rough trade-off, but not a huge one. You can very much... Depends also what weapons you've got. So for example, if I'm using something like plasmas, having better handling makes all the difference, whilst if you're using something with gimbals, it kind of cancels it out. So there are definitely some options, but that said, I do use Anaconda for anything anti-Xeno, so it's cool. Mr. Vanta Black, indeed I have. Ooh, look at that. I love a Type 9. I love a Type 9 in a conflict zone. I love it because it's a free hit with plasmas. Now, who's going for a ram at the same time as me? Outrageous behaviour. Oh yeah, but that's the thing. You reach a certain point where ship doesn't matter anymore, and skill massively outweighs anything to do with the ship build. This is why there are people out there who can take out Thargoids in Sidewinders. Yeah, it's down to skill a lot of the time. I'm kind of an all-style, no-substance kind of guy, so like I know what to do a lot of the time. I just can't do it. So that's where I find myself in trouble. Definitely should have hit. Because it's one of those things where if you don't have much knowledge when it comes to flying an elite, then you might look at what I'm doing and be like, oh wow, you're great. Oh, no, I'm not. I just know what I'm doing. Not good. Not by a long shot. Yeah, Advanced Stickman. I think it's just something to be aware of a lot of the time, is that what is on paper the best option, or the best, isn't always the best in practicality for your style. Jupiter Rochester is the chap who was CEO of Core Dynamics during the Lakon. Oh come on, the Lakon takeover. So that's who he was, and he has now set out to create his own. I guess you might say his own faction, his own group with Blackjack. Just Blackjack. And biomorphic companions. Alright, great talent. Take care, bud. Thanks for dropping in. Yep. So yeah, that kind of answers it, I hope. But yeah, he's basically being hunted down by the Federation now. And being that I don't like superpowers typically, I'm like, nah. Nah, I'm not doing that. So we don't like the Federation, don't really like the Alliance, don't really like the Empire. So independence good for me and my faction. We like a bit of that. Yeah, there won't be new power play. Definitely won't be power play, that's for sure. New ships, hopefully, because what's the point of going off and setting up your own group or your own faction as a ship maker. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? And Wolfpack, that's my hope, and that's one of the reasons why I want to support him. So that's one of the things, is that it could be a more interesting outcome. I'm hoping that people don't just squash every single time something comes up, you know? It's kind of like a Silver Legal group. Let's have a quick look, see where they are. 563 mil. Jupiter Division is up to... be higher. 379. God, this is going to be close. It's going to be a close CG, I think. Already. If it's that close already, it's going to be a close CG the whole way through.
Good to have you on the team, Commander.
I think it's going to be, like I say, a close CG throughout, even now. I think it will do. Hey Meowza, how you doing? Yeah, I will. Don't you worry. But I can kind of understand some of it. It's why people would do what they do, but I'm like, nah. A close CG should be interesting. I'm hoping... Like I say, I think it'll be more interesting. Story-wise, that's going to be more interesting. I did this before when we were interfering with the community goal. And I was like, no. Personally, I think it'd be better if it doesn't work, or doesn't succeed.
In the area, stay alert.
And also the I don't know how big the I imagine there'll be pretty sizable targets as well. So this might be a CG that I continuously take part in, because I need to make sure I'm in the top 75%. Because I love a system permit. Ali, hello, how you doing? Sergio, I haven't even checked. That's a really good question. Community goals, elite dangerous. Come on. Right, so yeah, they're the same. They are the same. They're big goals in my squad goals. Over there, they are hefty goals. 600 billion.
Gaining heat. Under attack.
But yeah, that should be interesting, I hope.
Target eliminated.
Whoa. Freaky Dicky Dude, this is going to run until either it completes, very unlikely for it to complete, or it'll run through until next week. Wolfpack, they've only just started. We've got like 300, well, they're both under 400 mil. So it's nothing at all. Yeah, Pro Rock. It would be like that, wouldn't it? Come on. Go. Right.
You're on a roll, Commander.
Um,
Nice work
And Joshua, I think a lot of people mainly play it on PC. I mean, I only play it on PC. I don't have an Xbox or a PS4. So... But yeah, definitely all about what I think is going to be the better storyline when it comes to these community goals and storyline stuffs. I say my squadron has formally declared that we are going to be supporting Jupiter Rochester.
Receiving shield generation.
So
Friendship charge detected.
oh, come on. Pips, 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 pips. I'm not having someone get away. He's not allowed to get away. Got him. It'd be nothing but embarrassing if someone gets away.
You got him! Well done, Commander.
So Freaky Deaky Dude, we're fighting for Jupiter Rochester, or Jupiter Division. Because I'm hoping that there's a hint of new ships or something a little bit more interesting will come of it. Michael, that's what it's all about. It's all about that. As an independent dictator, it would definitely serve my interest. Dio, hey, how you doing? I mean, I did stream last Thursday. I'm trying to get Thursdays in because streaming really takes it out of me. It may be hard to believe, but when you stream, you put quite a bit of yourself into it. And playing Elite, I still get quite passionate about, so I put quite a lot into. Dio, it's okay. I just get tired. That's all. So what I try and do is make sure that I kind of save myself for a Thursday stream, that I can then put as much as I want to into it. You know.
You're on a roll, Commander.
That's Plasma Slug, Powdered Aura. It is a great special effect. Very experimental effect for plasmas. No, I don't think we're going to get a new power play character. I don't know. I don't know where people have come up with that idea, because quite a few people have said it. I'm just like, power play is a dead feature. It's getting 0 development time, and the thing is that you can't have a new power play. There's no space for a new power play. A new power play figure to be put in. If they were, it would really, really mess with existing because of where they are. This is right next to,
Target destroyed.
like literally right next to. Sorry, just checking how much credits I've got. It's right next to Allied space. So it's you wouldn't be able to do it. Wouldn't be able to, it'd just be such a risk. I feel like. I don't know, Alan, because that's the whole point of Colonia, is that it's free from power play. And I don't see Frontier deciding to change their minds on that. Who else in Spec Ops kicking around?
Well done, Commander.
Yeah, always efficient plasma, always. But yeah, Colonia is designed to be free of all of this stuff. It's why there's no Federation, Empire, or allies out there. Oh, come on, Weejet! Why you do this to me? Okay, I think we're going to go and hand in just see kind of where we end up sat. I kind of want to know, and then we'll go back to the high. There's going to be a lot of bouncing around between targets, I think. Could be a way to do it.
1. Engage.
But right, I've been streaming for an hour, and I'm going to do something I always forget to do, which is ask people to hit the like button on YouTube. I always forget, but it would help me out if you did. So you need to do the click the button. I do this because I assume some people are on mobile, but do the clicking of the button, the thumbs up, would be appreciated. Basically, what that does for me is it tells people, it tells the people at YouTube that you guys want to like, you like it, and you want to watch it. So you see more of that kind of stuff that you're into, and I get put in front of people that hopefully like that kind of stuff as well, which is pretty handy. Plus, it's free. That's what I got, really. And if you like it, wicked. I mean, obviously, if you don't, then you can hit the other button. That's cool too. Then why are you watching it if you don't like it? But yeah, Joshua, so if you do switch your account over to PC from PlayStation, you only get your credits. You do not get anything else, and they wipe your other account. So Bouncy Stickman, the best thing to do is, when it comes to power play, if you just want the module, and that's all you're doing, which is what most people do, is you wait until week number 4 that you've been pledged, then get your merits, and as long as you've got 750, you will have access on Thursday's tick to be able to purchase them. Joshua, that is correct. Oh, come on. I hate it when community goals are at mega ships. Yeah, because otherwise, man, Stickman, you end up spending time every single week doing it when you only need to do it once. Good sound. Right, touch and go, boys. Touch and go.
Scan detected.
Been pledged for 3 weeks and did the merits on day 1. Yeah, don't need to do that.
Scan detected.
Victory's Forge. I like the name. It's a strong name. Weejet, get off the pad. Come on.
Docking request denied. 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 Docking request denied.
There's no one else here. There's no other ships that would dock here.
Docking request.
This is referred to as a bug. This is actually a bug. No, I'm playing on a private group. Yeah, I don't know if you knew my docking request was denied.
Docking request denied.
Let's just go and dock anyway. Let's see if we can just give it a go. See if we can wake them up so they remember we're here.
Landing gear deployed.
Give it a go. See what happens. I'm probably going to get told off. Yeah, not even telling me off. That's a bad start.
Docking request denied.
Right, I'm going to need to relog, I think.
Docking request.
Yeah, I'm going to relog. Because that's what it is. It's a this happens. I have seen it happen before. Oh, we'll dock in solo then, I guess. And then we'll change mode.
Incoming message.
Yeah, must be broken if I'm not getting told off. It could be. I feel like maybe there was one in there. I must have missed it. I don't know. I have seen it before.
Flight assist off. Scan detected. Flight assist on.
So it is a bug that does happen sometimes. I'm aware of it. I have seen it before, where
Landing gear deployed.
if you spam, Sarja, yeah, that's just the colour of its essentially of its livery.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Now, in my head, I'm thinking that I shouldn't restock. No, I guess we will. That's fine. It's cool. Yeah, it's just that colour. Not mission board. We want contacts. Also have no fine supply this time. LIO. I have been streaming with my face on stream for years. At this point, nothing new. Oh, not commodities market. Mission board. Let's see where we are. Top 10%. Come on, get in. We can do this. Yeah, it's been ages. I've been... right, I'm now going to exit the main menu again and go back. Back into my private group for that one. So yeah, Ouija, if you can re-invite, that'd be lovely. Yeah, I think I might have cancelled it. I've only watched my vids. Ah, I explain that. But yeah, this is my face.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
There was a mullet reveal. We don't talk about my mullet, thank you. Sarjo, no, it's tick time is much earlier in the day, so it's not that. It's just a back. Right, Scalivera, take care. I don't know what you're talking about when you say there's a long trip out. Was there an organisation about to do a long trip out? Not that I know of.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Right. So we're going to go back into the high intensity? Yeah, high intensity. We'll go for that. But yeah, I've got this going on. I've got this. Got this wonderful flick going on. I don't know how I feel about it. Not good. Like, it's super long. in the middle because last time I had my haircut, obviously it was shaved at the back, and yeah. Part of me is like, screw it. I'm just gonna buzz my entire head. Sarjo, no, it's changed. I think it's changed what time it is. It changes from day to day. I think. Could be wrong. Oh, I thought so. Could just be me. Invertebrate, hello, how you doing? Silent J, if you join Feds in CG, it will also help grind Federation rank for the Corvette later, or no, CG. Right. So, it doesn't improve your reputation as such. So with the Federation, it improves your reputation with the local faction. But no, you need to be doing missions. Really, that's gonna be the best way to get your rank up. CG is lasting usual time, which is actually it will say in here. This will run until the 18th. No, it's 5 days and 13 hours. Yeah, I'm not one to be on trend with my hair, Zach, so I'm probably gonna get rid of the moulet. I'll call it a moulet. When I can. I'm waiting for it to be warm enough, basically, for me to be able to stand in the bathroom for a while, so I can actually not shiver whilst I'm doing it, because normally I do my own hair with clippers and have done for years. So I'm not doing a bowl cut. Business in the front, party at the back. No. No. Butterfly hair clip. No. No. Barry, no. I'm not doing that. I have had long hair before. I used to have a top knot like 4 years ago, because I just grew my hair out. I just wanted to see if it'd grow, and my problem is that my hair was so silky that it wouldn't stay in anything, and I had to. Oh, it's not good. Maybe I should have used some Gorilla Glue. Oh.
They're retreating. Great work, Commander. You really made a difference.
Cool. Right, back to the medium then. 100 likes for online bowl cut. Not gonna happen, Brian. Not gonna happen. And right now we're on 69 likes. And nice.
Frameshift drive charging.
But no, I am never going to
4,
do a bowl cut.
2, 1. Engage.
My hair falls into like this natural, slightly off-center parting. I mean, Alan, yeah, if I was #1 trending on YouTube, then I mean that might be a thing I'd do. That'd be amazing. Freaky Deaky Dude. No, you don't get fined for killing ships in conflict zones. Don Coyote, am I playing an open? No. No, I'm not. Because I actually want to avoid PvP today. I'm not really up to it. I'm not feeling it myself. You say trying to get intel on the PvP issue in this fight before you jump in. It's going to be hell on earth, mate. Is what it's going to be. Because that's what open at community goals is like. It's just intense fighting all the time. Even when you're trying to take part in conflict zones, people only shoot you. So bowl cut and you'll stop using Alfred to pick up women. I mean, I'll have to start renting my kitten out. Is that what I have to do? See, Don, basically there'll be people that like it will take part in it. That's it. Not my jam. Oh. Okay. That was weird. That was not letting me select people then.
Capacity exceeded.
Yeah, the chances are you get interdicted before you know what's going on. That's the standard when it comes to community goal systems in open. Things like I actually want to take part in this one and and try and influence the storyline, so I'd rather not. So I'd rather not get bogged down fighting other people and not getting any credit for it if I do manage to kill them. So, yeah, not for me. So Barry's saying pet peeve combat loggers in CG conflict zones. I have never seen it.
You're on a roll, Commander.
Target shields offline.
But yeah, I imagine they exist. But the thing is that if you're doing if you're taking part in a community goal in open, then you must know what you're doing.
Target destroyed.
You must know what you're getting involved in.
Spec ops inbound. Watch your six.
I think you should. This is or you quickly learn what you're getting involved in. So
Under attack.
I don't know. I don't know.
Target destroyed.
Nicely done, Commander.
Oh, come on. But yeah, I just think it's one of those things where if you're going to get involved
Hull integrity compromised.
in PvP, you should expect rebuys.
Disruption.
Nicely done, Commander.
Like you're having rebuys whether you like it or not. It's happening to you for sure, and you have to be okay with that. Like you have to be. It's player versus player, and honestly, you should have enough money that you don't have to worry about it.
Target destroyed.
And if you don't, go make the money so then when you come back you don't have to worry about it. I've been in a CG in open before, and I was there with the intention of blowing up traders who were on the way in because I didn't want the community goal to do very well. That was my thing for that particular community goal. I was like, nope, I'm against with what's going on and what they stand by, and I just spent all my time fighting people that were trying to do the same thing. So, well. Right, that guy is obviously not coming back. But yeah, it's you're going open, you're going to fight other people in a community goal. This is actually, you know what? This is a public service announcement right now. If you go to community goal system in open, you will be fighting other commanders, regardless of what the community goal is. It will happen. That's it. That's a fact. It's not an option. It's a fact.
They're retreating. Great work, Commander. You really made a difference.
kind of want this. I want this guy dead before he magically jumps away. Oh, hi.
Target destroyed.
I'm going to be cheeky and have a quick look to see if he dropped anything that I want to pick up. Not too far away. But yeah, that's a fact, just so you know. But you met Harry Potter. Well, you won't maybe. Unfortunately for him, you won't be meeting him at a community goal again. Currently. Don? No, not at all, mate. Not at all. It's a
Target destroyed.
It's just very much the way it is. When I'm talking about, like, if you go to it's more of a, like I say, a public service announcement for those who don't know that if you go to a community goal and open, yeah, you're going to meet loads of other commanders, but as soon as they see you, the hard points are going to be deployed. Just the way it is.
Hello there.
So, Bantastic Man, yeah. Elite Dangerous, thank you for following? Well, that's confusing. Wait, you're not the Elite Dangerous account? Oh, yeah? Now I've got to know. Hey, how you doing? I was like, wait, what? Confusing moment. But yeah, I know that he had streamed for a bit, and he was actually, unfortunately for him, he has been permabanned to solo, unable to interact with other people's carriers even. So, that was wait, what? The Elite Dangerous account? Only now are you following? Outrageous. Outrageous. Hope you guys are doing alright though. Alan, yeah, he did. He was instrumental in the death of Salome. Fatini, hello, how you doing? Harry Potter got me, at all places. I don't know if you guys remember one of the first barnacle sites that was found, where a Thargoid would come and visit and vacuum everything up and then leave again. You know, come in, pulse everything, and I was there, and I'd been in private group, and then I had been there in solo, and I was swapping back and forth between private group, solo, and then sometimes open to see like, because everyone's there waiting for the event to trigger, staring up at the sky like the little green dudes from Toy Story, waiting for the claw. And I logged in and open, and before I could even take off and get off the ground, I got blown up by Harry Potter. So I sent him a message, and I was like, well, I was leaving anyway, so you saved me a journey back. That was it. That's what I did. Added him as a friend, so I could then keep an eye on him and find out his location whenever I needed to. I was like, yeah, now we know. But the important thing is, right, if you get blown up by another player, is don't be salty about it. Like, just don't.
You're on a roll, Commander.
Like, it's a bit of a pain, but keep that to yourself. Like, you're the one with the problem with it. Just keep it quiet. No one else needs to know. Fotini, no. None of that. It's his business as to what he got banned for to share, not mine. So, but absolutely zero, nothing to do with that, I can tell you.
High priority target sighted. Take them out.
You're on a roll, Commander.
But yeah, he's been banned for quite a while, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because, yeah, he's an infamous character and there's going to be loads of people that won't know who he is, and it's a shame because it's part of Elite's history in a way. But at the same time, it's something worthy of a ban. So, Powdered Aura, whose? That's the question, because I can't really point you in any directions for anything like that. That there isn't anywhere to point you in the direction of. It's just that's why he doesn't stream it anymore. But yeah, with I mean, you get salty players in all games. That's what happens. I play StarCraft online quite a lot, and people get really, really competitive. And you're playing in teams. Or I play team games a lot of the time, and you're playing in a team with random strangers who you've never met before. You don't know what they're like. You can only see their ranks of, well, like their win-loss ratio. So you assume someone's going to be pretty good if they've got more wins than losses, because most people you're looking at about 50-50, and anything above that means they're pretty good. And I had someone I was playing with, playing against on a different team, and my team was getting bashed up, but I was constantly taking part in the fights, going out there and fighting. Aurelio, thank you for the follow. Constantly fighting, and I was running out, and every time I had forces to throw into a fight, I'd throw them into a fight and I'd compete. And I had the highest score in my team at the end of the match. Now, I was the last person that they attacked, and I just had like one of the good units in it called Carrier. I played Protoss, for those that know. I had carriers only a couple of carriers pop out. By then it was too late, and some guy decided that I was some guy decided that I was the reason my team lost, despite the fact that I had killed more enemies. And he's like sent me loads and loads of messages about it. And unfortunately, there's no easy way to block people in a game like StarCraft because it was made over 20 years ago, like 22 years ago. So the social tools aren't very good, but people can just message you and be mean. It's like, why though? You were on the winning team. And there's been other times where I've managed to pretty much carry my team to victory happened once. But yeah, absolutely bizarre. But I never get salty about it. Oh, I do. That's a lie. If you encounter me in StarCraft, I'm pretty salty if people aren't helping out as a team. But I was helping. So, anyway. Yeah, salty people, all games. Happens. Powdered Aura. No. So, being banned to solo was the thing that happened. That's what happened. You don't get banned for playing in solo. No. None of that. As long as you don't cheat, as long as you don't use any hacks or anything like that, then you're all good. As long as you play the game as intended, honestly, it doesn't matter which mode you play in at all. You bought the game, you play it how you enjoy it. That's it. That's what I've got to say. just know that if you go into open and you go to community skill system, you might get blown up.
Friendship charge detected.
Another one down. Keep going, Commander.
So currently in the top 10% of the community goal. I don't know how long that'll last for. Do I have to stay there?
Target shields offline.
A D tier. I don't know what you mean. Why is a rear admiral for... Oh, I'm not... I'm an admiral. But I haven't forsaken the Federation as such. I am much more interested in... I was like, wait, I'm the admiral. Oops. Yeah, I'm far more interested in what will happen storyline-wise with Jupiter. So, with old Rochester being kind of in charge of the system, I'm far more interested in that. So, also, anyone notice that the sounds changed?
Target shields online.
The sounds changed for shields being regens. When did that happen? I'm happy about it. I'm very happy about it. But when did it happen? Oh, I thought that was enough to kill that guy and it wasn't. That's awkward. You dislike it? Oh, I didn't like it. I thought it was a bit much.
Enemy down.
You got him. Well done, Commander.
Oh well, he's out. Oh, we got some hits off before we died.
Target destroyed.
Good shooting.
Sarjo, as long as I stay in the top 75% for the permit, I'm happy. So Kevin, he's saying Elite Dangerous would be touching better game if open wasn't such a trash and obviously comes to imagine how cool it would be to play in open. But no one's going to play in open because it's really trash. Is it trash? Well, and also, what do you mean by that? Do you mean the people? Do you mean... like, which aspect of it? I would like to know. Yeah, I didn't like it when it got really loud. The regen sequence effect was just horrid. I'm sorry to say. Sound effects wise, normally Elite Dangerous absolutely freaking nails it every single time. But that is the one exception where I'm like, no, I don't want this.
Target destroyed.
Did I like fly through my cockpit?
You got him. Well done, Commander.
Joshua, no they're not. They're not. They're really handy.
They're falling back. Great job, Commander.
I'm always like I always like to know people's why you have an opinion of something. Like, I think the fleet carrier is great and very handy because I can pick up and move all of my ships in one go and all of my modules. And before, I used to have to transfer things or transfer my ship or move things around. But yeah, I'm saying like open's trash. How? I'm interested to know why you think it's trash. As for fleet carriers, calling them trash.
Target shields.
Objectively, no, they're not.
Charge detected.
They have a particular use case scenario, and that's good for people that want them and want to use them, like me.
Friendship drive charging.
Store mining linked, yes. I think it's really, really handy. CB, you're saying, isn't Jupiter Rochester like bad? Well, from my point of view, the Federation is evil. But no, I mean, my squadron and my faction is a independent dictator. We're welcoming Jupiter Rochester with open arms to the Dictators Club. And we're gonna welcome him in, and then we're gonna backstab him at the first possible opportunity. But don't tell him. Don't tell him I'm saying that. Also, right, can we talk about how if only Sith work in absolutes, that itself isn't absolute. Also saying that the Sith are evil is an absolute. Again. It's an absolute. Oh, crap. Whoa. But yeah, see, but it's all down to who you want to support, really. It's as simple as that, because when we're talking about Jupiter Rochester, he is not. Well, he's not involved in power play. He's barely involved in. Excuse me. Barely involved in BGS at this point. There's only in one system, so it's important. Ralph, well done. Well done. No, Ollie, there is no reason for anyone to think that. Oh my goodness. We keep talking about it, but yeah, he's not involved in power play whatsoever. I don't know why he would. He is currently the leader of a tiny little corporation. And I say tiny because he's only in he better not. I want new ships from him. I want him to run a ship-making company like he did. That's what I want. I want a ship-making company. More ships. That's what I want. Powered aura. No. No. It is not possible to kill power play characters. You can kill power play faction members to get merits, but that's about it. Hey Baze, how you doing, fella? But yes, more ships. Maybe he'll throw himself in with Palin and we'll get some alien-based ships. That'd be really good. Is it? Or Ramtar. Ramtar would be a solid dude to get involved in. And get us some of those fancy Guardian hybrid ships that I want so much. Not after much, just that. Prorok, you're in the top 10 commanders. Nice. And don't forget, Prorok is in the top 10 of all commanders out there. Well, for the community goal. Sarjo, yeah, let's wait until they win. But also, I'm not a fan of the idea of the Panther Clipper. I don't see its purpose, you know?
We have enemy spec ops in the area.
Baze, yes, Baze, yes! That is... Oh, it's a dream, isn't it? I'm like, why won't this guy die? Obviously his engines are knocked out, which is fun. Yeah, his drives are down to 0. I'm being pounded on by 3 ships. I can feel it. The cheek of this guy, right. Right, now he has no power plant. So that's fun. Right. Who's shooting me? Everyone. Okay. Oh, it's Spec Ops. Is there anyone in my wing around? Or do I actually have to start concentrating on my pips? Because I don't really want to concentrate on my pips if I can avoid it. Says the most professional pilot there is. So my shields go down. They're going to shred me. Oh, my beacon's not on. Yeah, probably isn't. That would... should be on by default. Just saying. Just saying.
Nice work, Ace. I'm starting to think we could win this thing.
Yeah, you might notice I shifted pips into shields. That gives us a considerable strength boost on shields. So, but yeah, they're pounding us with missiles as well, which is not super.
Target destroyed.
Alright, what else we got? Oh, God. Why did it have to be vultures as well? Like, it's something that's genuinely difficult for me to hit with this. Like, this build is not built for fighting small ships at all. If these shields go down, I'm in trouble. I might have to zip away and reboot.
Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Yeah, I think we're gonna peace out here. Can't believe this. This is what happens when you sit in front of a ship and just shoot it. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. It's a mistake. Also, they shouldn't be hitting me from this far away. I'm 5 kilometers away now. We're going to try and have a reboot when we get far away enough. They are really chasing me, aren't they? They're really chasing. Okay.
Diagnostic repair sequence initiated.
I'm rebooting, so don't shoot me up. Tiger trade in medium size, more complicated than the Python, but less hard points. Sarge, maybe. Yeah, Baze, that seems possible. Ultra Sneaky saying you hope you had some Xeno combat ships, because you want to see how much mats you need to grind.
Shields online. Boosters online.
Right. Back in we go.
Taking damage. Under attack. Flight assist.
Baze, you want a full-on glass cannon, do you? I mean, that would be pretty sick. Like the kids might say, pretty sick, bro. I think that would be appropriate. There's that kind of thing that's missed, I feel like. Tea Party Fox, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing okay, mate, I'm doing okay. How are you? Barry, what does lugging more cargo add to the game? Makes those that enjoy doing cargo trading do better. Oh, Bouncy Stickman, that's bad. I can only hope that when the weekend hits, it'll be better.
Hello there.
Tea Party Fox saying you're doing BGS grinding. Oh, Iron Spear, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Doing BGS grinding. BGS is the beast that must be done. Beige, you'll be back in Jupiter. Good lad. But yeah, the reason why we're backing him as a squadron is because, one, more interesting storyline, And 2, it'll be he's a fellow dictator, so we're all about that. In game, we're like, yes, we like this.
Target shields offline.
Thing is, sometimes the status quo is good.
Target shields offline.
Like, sometimes keeping things the same is good. Sometimes it's bad. Other times, I think it'll be far more interesting to find out what's going to happen if you mess with it. Nothing major.
Friendship charge detected.
Alan, yeah, you are right. But the thing is that new assets for a game would not be built and made if they are not going to be used.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Core dynamics will not go under. But they seem worried about dupes. Yeah, see, that's what I want. Like, he was going to step into the ship game. That's new ships. Suddenly we have the Python Mark II. Or... Well, I mean, that's a bad example, because I just saw one. Man, woman, camera, TV. But no, it's... I feel like there's a real opportunity to unlock some new storyline. And that's what it's about. Will we get... Like I say, new content isn't made unless it's going to be used. Especially with ship designs, that's far too much time. Far too much time to be invested in it. So, if we're going to get it, we're going to get it either way. But more interesting, because we did it before, where I can't remember what storyline section it was, where everyone just kept everything the same. It's like, oh great, the same. No, pick the path less travelled. It's far more interesting, especially in a computer game. I'm the kind of guy that gets given a stealth mission and goes in with rocket launchers. I'm that guy. Or I get given a rocket launcher type mission and I go in and do it stealth. I like doing that.
They're retreating. Great work, Commander. You really made a difference.
See, Baze, what we could do is have that type of thing, exactly that. Maybe something where you're right next to the gun instead. So it's slightly off-center cockpit, gun there, firing at it. I'm thinking something akin to the TIE bomber. That would be cool. That'd be insane, wouldn't it? That's what I've got my eye on. Yeah, something built around a cockpit.
4, 3,
The question is, what size, well, what gun would you put in your single huge hardpoint? That's what I want to know. Like, well, what? You have the option of one gun. What would you put in it? Oh no, a huge frag. One huge frag. Davlon, hey, how you doing? I'm glad you enjoy the streams. I'm an example of a good bloke. That's all I want to be. That's it. All I want to be is a good bloke. I'm not after fame or fortune. Thanks for the input, Alfred. Melee hardpoints. I don't know, Alan. I don't know. Shields say different. Because if two people with shields ram each other, it's the shields that connect. More than it, like, so But if if two ships without shields connect, then it's the hulls. But if one has a shield and one has a hull, then the shield connects with a hull. So, and it's absolute damage, and absolute damage is the best damage, just so we know. Hey Tony, how you doing? Taco Lover saying you've got your first Anaconda. Boy, is it expensive to outfit. Yeah, it's fun though. Your first big ship like that. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, my shields recharge really slowly, just for clarity. So I'm going to reboot and repair to get that extra 7% up. Because I need 43%, because this is going to be quicker. But no, I'm looking forward to Odyssey. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on it. Because we always talk about new stuff. Talk about boxing gloves. I'm like, what about actually just boxing gloves? Oh, sneaky, yes. I always say that as well when we talk about new weapons. I don't want new weapons, I want existing ones. For sure. For sure. Right, I'm game.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Plasma repeaters. I keep thinking there's no reason why we don't have them. Like, I need a good reason. I need something that I can believe in as a reason why we don't have them. Hey, sorry, Widget. Because plasma damage is the best damage in the game, right? For weapons, it's important. Because the absolute damage, it's absolutely brilliant. Helps ignore shields or shield resistances. Now Alfred kind of stretched Robert Allen. Why would I do that? So no, he's not around. We're letting him stay asleep. It is good for him to stay asleep. It's good for everyone. For the health of the stream.
We have an allied correspondent in the area. Keep them alive while they get the footage they need.
Editor, so you're wondering, can you participate in non-engineered ships? You can, but you're gonna have a rough time. That is for sure. Because all NPC ships are engineered. So that means that you're going to be massively underpowered. If you've got a wing to join in with, all good. You can probably have to hold your own, pick off some people. Unengineered completely, you're in for a bad time. And don't forget, you don't have to wait until you're ready to engineer everything. You can engineer as you go, pin your blueprints, and then just top up. I think that's got to be the way to do it with engineering. It's what I do. Because I hate the idea of grinding, get all your materials, and then run off and go and do it all in one go. I'm not a fan. I dislike grind. So I say, do it as and when, do a little bit at a time. You'll notice the improvements in your ship as you go. It's pretty more rewarding. At least until you've worked up to have a decent bank of engineering materials, and then go for it. And it may kind of defy what people normally say, but do a little bit, then go in. Play some more, engage in the gameplay that you like, and then add some more. Danny Boy, why not both? So what a lot of people do is they go for both. And they do very well from it. Regen sequence essentially gives your energy to someone else. Concordant sequence makes theirs regen faster, or the shield regen faster. So they're kind of different. But if you have both and you're in a large ship, then you can really boost someone's shields very quickly. Go like a full healing spec. Treat Elite Dangerous like a proper MMO. Not that it would work. Full clarity. The repair limpets are not good enough for any of that.
Another one down. Keep going, Commander.
Now, I am going to comment on the voice acting that I'm hearing when I kill someone. And it sounds as though it's someone who is northern, a bit northern, doing an American accent as well.
Target destroyed.
If you've been mining at all to get your money, you should have a ton of grade 1 raw materials as well that you can visit a material trader to change over. That's always a good one to do as well. Lots of planets have a north. Yeah! Every planet technically has a north. Because we give it to them.
Victory is close. I can feel it. Keep up the pressure.
It's like, don't shoot wingmates, do not shoot wingmates. Is that the Doctor Who Season 1 Episode 1 from the revival?
Well done, Commander.
Galaric. No. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. Oh, it's going to be dead by the time we get there. I don't know if we've landed a shot on this guy yet. Yeah, now we have.
Target destroyed.
A gaggle of corvettes. Is that the term, Lee? Is that the term that we're going to use for a group of corvettes? A gaggle, like geese.
Target destroyed.
I'm actually not a huge Doctor Who fan, if I'm honest. I find it a bit kiddie. I like my sci-fi, I like The Expanse more. That's my... That's my thoughts on it. Each to their own though, it's fine. Lee, no. No, it's not. We don't say that. I think it's very different from that person. But yeah, The Expanse, only one more season left, that's right. And I only watched the final, the finale of The Expanse the other day. Powdered aura, yes, efficient and oversized. Oh, see, I thought we'd completed this conflict zone. Apparently not. Oh, that's rubbish. That should have hit. This is one tanky Cobra. Like, this is one exceptionally tanky Cobra. Maybe with the Rams, not so much. But it feels like a really tanky Cobra.
Shield breach attack. Taking damage.
No, I didn't, freaky deaky dude. I get kind of like there's a lack of good sci-fi. I always feel like there's a lack of good sci-fi. I always want more.
You really made a difference.
I always want more good quality sci-fi, and the thing is that I still haven't finished watching Picard, so that's fun. But I have been enjoying Star Trek Lower Decks. I find it quite fun. It's very for those that are Star Trek fans, it's got plenty of nods in there to be enjoyed to the original Next Generation, DS9. Oh look. Right, this guy shouldn't be able to jump away. Should not be able to jump away. His engines are done.
Target destroyed.
Okay. But yeah, I still haven't watched enough of it. I've watched only a couple of episodes, so I can't say that one. Is The Expanse better than Babylon 5 in its day? Yeah. I think so. Babylon 5... I didn't watch a huge amount of it, because I watched it back in the day. And I was too young, I think, to really appreciate it. And I didn't understand why all the aliens, once again, looked like... It just... Star Trek was on at a similar time. You had BBC 2, and then you had Channel 4, and you had Babylon 5 on Channel 4. We had Star Trek Next Generation on BBC 2, but I was like, yeah, but that's better. I think it's really difficult to compare older sci-fi with newer sci-fi in that way. I know. So Ian, you're saying as a weird side note, you wish CBS would have converted the CCG they made into a Slay the Spire style deck building adventure game. I don't know the game you're talking about. But yeah, very, very difficult to compare these things. Because, one, nostalgia is a very, very, very powerful thing. Like, the original trilogy of Star Wars, for example, it's going to trigger loads of people. The original trilogy for Star Wars it's kids' movies, right? It's for kids. Like, it is for kids, but we're adults and we all freaking love them and talk about it like it's the best thing ever and still compare who's the most powerful and who's the best and who's the strongest. But they are kids' movies. I mean, Ewoks, right? Ewoks. Yoda. It's for kids. It's the reason why Yoda has to say Darth Vader is your father and confirm it. Darth Vader, your father is because kids wouldn't have believed it otherwise. And nothing, because it's for kids. It has its dark moments, but it is for kids. T-Fight saying you hate Ewoks. Yeah, I mean, they ate those stormtroopers, just so we know. They ate stormtroopers. Bear in mind, they were going to eat Luke and the rest of the gang. They were going to eat. They ate those stormtroopers. That's messed up. That's what they did. So, just saying. Also, they treated C-3PO as a god. And they didn't do anything to correct them. At no point they went, no, he's not. He's just a machine. They worshipped him like a god. And...
Hello there.
Yeah. There you go. So that's Steve, thank you for following. Tanny Boy, I don't eat bears. Thank you. Never eaten a bear. I find it weird that people do.
Docking request.
But I know, yeah, people eat black bears, don't they? And Inuits also eat polar bears, but not what I would do. Not what I would do. Also, top piece of survival advice: if ever you're stuck in the Arctic and you kill a polar bear to eat it, don't eat its liver. The amount of vitamin A in it is deadly to humans.
Docking successful.
Just so you know.
Engines disengaged.
It will liquefy your toes. See, Daniel, you say that, but here's the thing. In the new trilogy, when they go to a planet and they use the stupid Sith dagger, like freaking like the Goonies, in order to find where the Sith Wayfinder is, and they do that, and what makes no sense about it is that that's not Endor. Excuse me. That's not an Endor. Oh, I'm in the top 10 commanders. Nice. 240, 806 mil, 877. This is going to be rough. I don't think we're going to win. But yeah, so it's not. That's not Endor. That's not an Endor though. That's the point. Like, they went to the wreckage. That was not on Endor, because Endor was the forest moon and they had no seas. That was an important thing. It was just a forest moon. So where did that wreckage crash? So did it crash on the planet that Endor is around? I'm just saying, it's a funny thing. I am just saying, alright? I'm not going too deep into it, but you know what I mean? Let me stop hogging the pad. Before these guys get annoyed with me. But yeah, hang on. Ouija, Endor was not the forest moon. It was the forest moon of Endor. Interesting.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released.
But either way,
Engaged.
hang on, right. Endor was the name of the planet, not the moon. Hang on. Right, time to go and have a look. You're wrong. Actually, you guys are wrong. So, Endor, also known as the forest moon of Endor, was a small forested moon that orbited the outer rim planet of the same name, and was the homeworld of the sentient Duloc, Ewok, and Yuzum species, as well as the semi-sentient Gorak and Wisty. So in fact, it's called both. Endor is the planet, Endor is also the moon. So, now I need to make sure that I'm also correct, because I got this. So, if we're looking at Endor, right? Also, the planet by the same name, Endor, the planet, was a can't believe we're doing this. They also had an ocean moon. It was a gas giant, yeah. So the actual planet of Endor was a gas giant, and it had forest moon. This is so right. Next up, now I'm like the Sith Wayfinders. I need to establish this, right? I need to establish with the moon of Endor. The moon of Endor could be Endor. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Right. Okay, so the wreckage of the second Death Star was on the ocean world, Kef Bir, which is also known as the ocean moon of Endor. So that's where that was. So it turns out... See, Spatchy is just like... He's on it as well. He's also Googling this. So yeah, that answers that. The ocean moon of Endor is where the wreckage was. So... Gravity doesn't exist in Star Wars? Or maybe the wreckage was blown way out. So yeah, so it turns out the wreckage was on a completely different planet. Completely different moon, I guess. Stellar body. There we go. Now we know. Now we know it was Steve, they did call it a small moon, and that was no moon. Yes, actually, you are correct. But yeah, there we go. So now we know. Evil alert? Yes, correct. That's a given. Unfortunately, the sequel trilogy were bad. Like bad. I've just got to say Rey Skywalker. That's it. Rey Skywalker is enough to leave me heavily triggered. To the point where, in the cinema, when I saw that, I almost swore out loud. So close. So close. Okay, WeJet, thanks for joining in, bud. Take care. I was triggered by it big time. I'm like, oh, F off! Behave, that's rubbish! Absolute rubbish! No. No. Rogue One was good, T-Party Fox, you are right. It's a bit... I'm just going to submit to this. It was a bit cheesy in places, and I'm glad there are certain bits that didn't make it into the film from the trailer. So, but yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Anyway, I'm like, Darth Vader is back cloning and looking for his grandkids. Ooh, spatula. Are there any Star Wars references in Elite Dangerous? Yes, there is. Well, more references. There's oh, come on! Have you got pulled into a planet? Yeah, there's Fisher's Rest, named for Carrie Fisher. And then you've also got George Lucas, which is a station. Are there any forest moons? Don't know. Oh no, never look at system chat. Never look at system chat. Right. Plans report of Ray. Like, Steve, no.
Good to have you on the team, Commander.
No. Can't handle that. Yeah, no Earth-like moons that we have found. Because, I mean, technically there could be. The Stellar Forge might have created them. Sudden face of concentration there for a minute. Oh, not good.
Target sighted. Take them out.
Under attack.
Because, I mean, there's no reason why it couldn't happen, I guess. But,
One of our command ships has entered the area. Keep it safe.
yeah, that's a fair point, Spatula. Maybe we'll find that out in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Which I haven't started filming yet, just in case anyone was wondering. We're kind of waiting until the summer and the autumn.
Warning. Shield breach attack. Taking damage.
Yes, that was indeed a joke, because I've got that Obi-Wan Kenobi style going on. Now, I had an interesting conversation with my friend. We're talking about like we're talking about our playing of StarCraft together, and how it's a proper underdog story, and how we've really improved our game over the last few months, and we have. Yeah, that's a fact. And we were like talking about who would play each one of us in a movie, and I'm like, oh, Ewan McGregor would play me for sure. And I asked who would play him. And important thing is that he is a white guy. He's about 5'7", quite slim, very slim, and has long hair. His response was Will Smith. I'm like, oh, okay, probably not the best actor. So I then suggested that maybe you should try Keira Knightley, as she has range. But yeah, no, not Lawrence Fishburne. You'd think, wouldn't you? Anyone that came to PloidCon 2 probably would have met him, my friend Alex.
Another one down. Keep going, Commander.
Yeah, he's not exactly a Will Smith type person. So Scarlett Johansson can play anyone. I don't know, can she? I mean, she makes a point that, you know, it's why not? But it is pretend. It is pretend. I struggle with some things, so I'm like, it is pretend, but it is a difference between pretending to be someone who's trans versus pretending to be like a wizard. So they are very different things, because one exists and one doesn't. So I'm not going to unpack that box now. Tea Party Fox, yeah, we've had 2 PloidCons. Both pre-pandemic, very much so. We had one 2 years ago, one... Well, no, oh, they're like both 2 years ago now. Just sad.
Nice work, Ace.
Does she look like a heroin addict? Anyway, PloidCon. Hopefully, it would be really nice if the world could go back to normal, and we can not have to worry about things like we used to, and we can all hang out again and be safe. That would be nice. But I kind of feel like the world won't be the same for quite a while. That said, I'm hoping by October... Minnie, no. No. I appreciate the offer, mate, but no. But yeah, in October, hopefully things will be a little bit normal. I hope. I hope. Because I've booked a holiday to go to to go to Cornwall for a week, so I can hopefully try and go surfing again. Would love it. It's going to be exhausting. Probably going to hurt myself, but I really, really want to go. And it'd be... I really, really hope so.
Nicely done, Commander.
I need it. I really need it. Takeover, is the Anaconda good at PvP? It depends on the pilot. That's going to be my normal response. Depends on the pilot, but the typical go-to for PvP is going to be the Third Lance, the FDL, with plasmas and railguns.
Victory is close, I can feel it.
That's what everyone goes for.
Under attack. Friendship charge detected.
That guy thinking he's running away. Outrageous behaviour. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily want to use turrets. Oh, Chris, come on. I've done a little bit of PvP to know. I don't play football, but I know you've got to kick the ball to score a goal. But yeah, it's not like the Anaconda is good at lots of things. An exploration ship, good. PvE, yes, good. You don't want to be using turrets in PvP because people just use chaff. And the huge reduction in damage is going to leave you totally outclassed. Like fixed weapons work well on an Anaconda if you can fly. That's the important bit. It all comes down to you as a pilot and how you make a ship work. Like the Anaconda can fill any role well,
Keep going, Commander.
but there will be lots of kind of alternatives that can probably do it a little bit better, just a little bit better here and there. But except for jump range has the best. Yeah, Adita, that's why it's important of how you can fly is the big caveat. I have seen Sidewinders take down corvettes. So there is that, and also I wouldn't want to fight. Personally, I wouldn't want to fight an Anaconda. In my Corvette, I'm not good enough, and that's down to me. Whilst my ship in someone else's hands, who has better skills, will be able to do much better. A lot of things come down to the pilot, especially time on target. That's down to your pilot most of the time, and that's why typically people who fly PvP rely on weapons with low time on target, such as plasmas and rails, because it's bam, punch, done, and it's a huge quantity of damage done in one single shot. Because they spend a lot of time dodging, a lot of time moving, flights and stuff flying all over the shop like this around each other. So
You got him. Well done, Commander.
alright, J26. Thank you for dropping in, fella. I haven't seen the video, no, but Chris Wu in chat has taken out my shields on my Corvette with a Sidewinder. You didn't beat me though, did you, Chris? You said you beat me, but you didn't beat me. No, not a challenge. Not a challenge. Right. I'm going to go and hand in. Chris, that was ages ago, mate. Ages. Ages. I think it was the last time we had a reasonably spicy encounter.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
It was a situation. It happened. I feel like I handled it. It was fine. Yeah, Chris, you did throw me into a white dwarf. I wish you hadn't. That was really annoying. It's like, yay, thanks for helping. Hooray! One of them, it's like, great! Great! A white dwarf rejection cone, fantastic! This is always safe. Oh god, on my ship. My poor, poor ship. I can't even remember, did I get out of the white dwarf? Did I get away? Or was it Rebuy Town? Like, I actually can't remember that. Okay, both got out. Yeah. It's just the beep, 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 beep. Warning. Taking heat damage. Warning. Taking... I know. I know, I don't need to hear about it. I don't know about white holes, Alan. I mean, if you want to teach the class. This is too fast. This is too fast. This is definitely too fast. This might be okay. It's not. Oh. Oh no. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Alright, Snappy. I'm probably going to round up the stream now anyway. We're about that kind of time. Getting blown up. Slamming into planets. It's just another stream. Just another classic stream. Classic. Right. Off we go. They're going to immediately drop out as well. It's going to be a... Something I've always thought about is what would be my phrase of the make it so and engage. I don't know what I would pick as my phrase because I want to say something cool. Let's do this. It's a bit crap, isn't it? Punch It is taken as well because Punch It's a great one. Punch It is Captain Pike's one in Discovery, even if Discovery is really bad. I can't take that because it's already been taken. Oh. So, I don't know. That's bad. YOLO. You say YOLO? Well, do it. Let's blow this popsicle stand. No, doesn't really work. Cheese It. Cheese It could be a good one. But I say I don't really know. Do we have to say punching? Execute. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's my word. Execute. Done. Done, done, done. It's done. It's done. We've peaked. That's it. That's what we'll go for. How could I have not thought of that? Put in 50... Oh, bloody hell. This is going to be... Over the weekend, this is going to be a very interesting CG to watch. No, but spatula. What if I want a 67 off the menu? For deployed, yeah, execute. Make it happen. No, I don't. That would be my someone tells me a plan about something, and it's like a well, Captain, we feel like if we did this and we were to reverse the polarity of the shields and depolarize the hull, then maybe we'd be able to get out of this spatial anomaly. That's when I would say, make it happen. And then I'd go and sit in my ready room and drink coffee, probably, because I don't really like it. I guess that would be a thing. What else? What else would there be? Yeah, something's like I'll say, Factor 9, nearest starbase. Execute. I mean, I like it. I think it's up there. Like, that is full-on big brain stuff right there. Execute. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be executing people. I mean, all we need to do is just change the frequency of the hull. No, frequency of the shield frequency. Put it on a modulating frequency on a rotating basis, and you should be fine. I think that's normally the way you do it, isn't it? That, and what about if we unleashed a tachyon pulse from deflector grid? The good one. But anyway, I am going to call time for the stream there, guys. Mullet. So I'm going to say, or Moulet, that's what we're calling it, the Moulet. What's worse is it's actually longer in the middle than it is at the sides. Anyway, so I'm going to say thank you very much to everyone that's been watching. I've actually really enjoyed today's stream. You guys have made my afternoon, so thank you for coming and hanging out. It's been really good fun. So those on YouTube, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the like button. Those on Twitch, if you haven't already, please follow. And swap over and do each one for yourselves. We may have hit over 100 likes, but I'm not doing a mullet. I'm not doing a bowl cut or a mullet. Get me number 1 on trending, and then I will I'll do myself a bowl cut with a bowl. I'm not doing a ponytail. I'm not doing it. But right, guys on Twitch, we're going to go and raid someone. I've already picked them because they're a bloody good chap, and I haven't streamed at the same time as him for quite a while, so that'd be good. So we're going to raid Astacon. He's a thoroughly nice guy. He's playing Elite Dangerous. Should be really, really, really good fun. So do say hello for me. But once again, thank you very much for watching. Commander Plater, out.